All right,
We're good?
we're good.
Hell the fuck yeah. So tonight I have utilized the cold brew coffee.
Dude, I love cold brew.
Cold brew is really good though. Like you can fight me in a parking lot, but it's really good.
Oh, absolutely.
I just fucking I mean, it's also like I don't have to like clean out my kitchen and brew a pot when I can just pour it in a glass and call it good.
Yeah,
No, I don't make my own cold brew. I don't care. Shame me.
no shame in that. I used to.
I get this brand that TikTok bullied me into buying.
What brand?
I don't know, and I don't feel like getting up to go to the kitchen.
Fair enough.
But I have this Cinco de Mayo shit cup from 2018 that I am rocking with today. Yeah,
Right on.
yeah, we love it. I got coffee all over the bottom of it. That's cute. Okay. So how's your day been?
I can't complain. I got a lot of work done. Um,
That's good.
my comic book store guy bought the Scarlet Witch crown from me,
Ooh, nice.
and
I'm
I'm gonna have a display in their store soon.
dude,
Yeah,
sick. Sick.
I'm
Wait,
pretty
one
pumped
more
about that.
second. I okay, so we all know the memes this last week or so about Loki fucking the horse in Norse mythology.
Yes, I know Norse mythology
I
well.
am genuinely excited to see what you've brought to tonight's collector corner just because of all those damn memes.
You know, it's not even Marvel, and my
Oh, it's not Marvel.
nope, and my meme focus this week has been on uh, Fast and Furious.
Oh my god, I can't. Every time I open Facebook,
So,
every time I open TikTok, no matter what social media it is, I see Vin Diesel. I'm tired. I'm tired, Clyde.
dude, listen. So, when I worked in the city, I had a client that we talked about Fast and the Furious all the time and what they could possibly do. And years before they drove a car out of a submarine,
Back up. Wait a second.
they
What?
drove a car out of a submarine. Now, years
Oh
before
my
that movie
god.
came out, it was like two movies before that happened. And we said they're gonna drive a car out of a fucking submarine, right out the front of the submarine. They drove a car out of that goddamn submarine, and we didn't. We hadn't been in touch for a while, but we both, the day that trailer dropped, text each other almost simultaneously because it was ridiculous. None of that should
Then again,
ever
it's
happen,
Fast and Furious.
bro. Give me the original Fast and Furious. As a car guy, give me that. I want that back because this shit doesn't
So
make
you're a
any
car
sense.
guy.
I was a mechanic for 10 years.
Fair enough. All right. Do you want to get us started tonight?
Let's fucking get started. Um, I
Swag.
am John. I didn't read many comics this week because I was focused on Dominic Toretto memes um, and a lot of work. But I read the important stuff.
That's what matters. Hi, I'm Tyler. I also have not read many comics this week due to priorities besides comics. Um, but I am already predicting that it's going to be a very expensive week at the comic shop within the next week or so. So, all right, I'm gonna let you start us off on this one just because you were the one that deemed me last fucking second and was like, let's do this instead of Robin. And I'm like,
No, we're not start. We are
okay.
not starting with the United States of Captain America.
We're
we are
not.
starting with Proctor
Okay,
Valley Road
back it up.
because there's no way.
Proctor Valley
There
Road.
is no way it follows Captain America.
No, never mind. Scratch that. We'll forget what I just said.
Yeah.
We'll get back to that whole build-up
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
Okay, I will get us started off on Proctor Valley Road. Why do I sound like I snorted cocaine? Holy shit. Okay. So. Okay. Oh my fucking god. So, we're going to be doing 2 issues in one, and we're going to try to keep as brief as possible. I have a lot of notes that are all over the place. I don't feel good today. Bear with me. So we're talking Proctor Valley Road, issues 3 and 4. The writers are Alex Child and Grant Morrison, and the artist is Naomi Franquist?
Yes.
Franquist. I forgot to hear it out. And this is through Boom Studios. Surprise, surprise. We're as predictable gets.
Yup. Boom Studios.
Okay. I don't like to complain. I know it's a mini-series, but issue 3 was kind of a repeat of issue 2.
Yep. I don't remember much about issue 3, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot we hadn't talked about issue 3, and I only brushed up on issue 4 briefly.
Okay, so I guess I will do the TLDR of issue 3 because I have memory loss. He has memory loss. No one wants to sit here and watch us struggle for 30 minutes. Oh. Okay, so pretty much it's revealed that what the fuck is on my finger? Okay, it's revealed that 3 boys. So 3 boys go missing in issue 1, issue 2, after they go out to Proctor Valley Road and are fucking around trying to get money off of cheap scares. One of those kids' parents is super hella rich, and it's kind of like, if we don't find them, then our school goes to shit. Okay, so they go to a library, and they're looking at, the, was it microscans?
Yes.
Yes, we'll go with that. Okay. And the 3 things that popped out to me was National Union Party strikes, massacre at Cleat Ranch, oh my god, and flash flooding in the valley. Okay, so cool, right? We find out from the librarian the landlady's real name is Shirley Hetson, and she's a witch. She was put on trial. They didn't even give her a trial. They just burned her.
There was no trial.
They just burned her on a wheel because she allegedly stole cattle. Okay, go off. There was a brief mention of August coping with her father's absence. They don't go into that too much. Kind of why'd you put it there? It's a mini-series. You can't really do much with that. And then we find out that her mom is dating a cop. And so August does what August does best and stole the cop's car, hotwired it, drove it out to Proctor Valley. One of the kids was found dead. And now everyone in the town is calling them murderers. There's a giant bull. Teeth raining from the sky after August explodes the giant bull. Yeah, that's pretty much the entirety of issue 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty much it. It was really a repeat of issue 2, just with different. It's kind of like one of those episodes where you're kind of that's the episode of Supernatural where they're stuck in that loop.
Yeah.
But small things change with Sam. Yeah, that's kind of like that. So that's kind of what issue 3 was. There wasn't
Supernatural.
You're not missing much.
It's too long to start now. So
it was supposed to only originally have 5 seasons. So if you watch it, just stop at season 5.
Has a nice way of dragging things out.
Yeah. Sincerely, a DC fan.
Yep.
Anyway, issue 4, now that we're here, and after that chaotic TLDR I did, so, whole town knows what happened to Skip. They're blaming, I refer to them as the Fab Four. Are there 4 of them? Yes, there are.
There are 4 of them.
And, so they're all starting to hallucinate now, and, really bad things are happening every time they say the landlady. So I put in my notes, cue the Goosebumps music, because cue the Goosebumps music. I actually like just like the idea of them getting to see themselves dead. That was a very nice touch.
Yeah,
Like in the
that
reflections
was
of
that was
things.
fun. Landlady has some power.
She does. I mean, and I have everything in like chronological order, but like, do we ever follow chronological order? No, we don't. Turns out like there was a deal made with a local tribe, yeah, and that's kind of where like some of her power comes from because like she went to a place where she wasn't supposed to, so that's why she has so much damn power.
Yep. Yup. Um, she
Are we surprised though?
she is she's an interesting villain though.
Honestly, because it's like, oh, she's not that bad. Oh, okay, hold on. Is that a mannequin in the background?
In the background. Oh, looking out the yeah
Yeah, is
yeah
that a
yeah
mannequin? Okay, that scared the living
yeah
shit
yeah.
out of me. I was like, oh,
It's
Clyde!
totally a mannequin head.
Okay, yeah, so I honestly just find it really cool that like she fucks with people.
Yeah,
Um,
like I mean
she fucks with people
it's like
real good.
above fucking with people, but I see what you're saying.
I mean, the principal Stanley, he went out into the desert because he kind of was just like, if you want something done, you got to get done yourself, right? Very old-fashioned
Yep.
mentality. It takes place in the 70s.
That was all. That was all
Um,
nutty.
yeah, I mean, I actually have seen like a lot of. I don't try not to derail right here because I know you want to get to Captain
Yep.
America. Um, um, but I've been reading some of like the feedback on the series, and kind of the consensus is, what the fuck is going on? Like, nah. It's very mixed of like, I like the concept, but the execution isn't it. Like that's, and I kind of stand on that, just because like Stanley goes out there, he sees the landlady, he sees this kid who is part of the ranch deal where this kid kills his family, then turns a shotgun on himself. And I'm sorry to the children watching. Uh, and like kid's got like half his head blown
Yep.
out and shit. And then he goes well, I don't like to say goes crazy, but he apparently just has a psychotic break and ends up inpatient, and he doesn't say anything. He's not eating, he's not drinking, kind of where he is. Like she's good at what she does.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Um, the whole mind control thing and jumping into bodies
Oh,
is essentially is fucking wild. Like from a distance.
honestly, I mean, Dead Man Who?
Yeah.
um and I didn't think they would take this approach, but like, so there was what, like those two twins in the hospital, and they they stole an Ouija board from the confiscated closet, and they kind of like took it out to like the middle of nowhere to this bakery and try to like, because like they think that if that their ruling is that if Bobby and Bruce are dead, which is the two other boys who went missing, if Bobby and Bruce are dead, then we can just talk to them with an Ouija board, and
Yeah. It's
you know.
I mean, not sound logic, but here we are.
And so they go there. They're like, "Hey, can we just like talk to our friends?" And guess who shows up? This old baker who's like tied to eternity to serve the landlady. And we find out the whole reason why this is all going to shit. And would you like to enlighten everyone?
You can enlighten everyone, because I forgot.
I hate. Okay, fair enough.
I just
Pretty much.
skimmed over those pages again, and I forgot.
I did last minute
already.
reading because I passed out last
Here
night.
we go.
Oops.
Open up the comics.
So pretty much the first issue, they go out to Proctor Valley Road for some cheap scares to get money for concert tickets. Them doing that set this all in motion. She's now doing this as a form of revenge because they were trying to profit off of her land.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're at with that. I mean,
Honestly,
also,
it doesn't seem like she even needs that excuse because the principal was not trying to profit off her land. He was just
right.
trying to find dead children. Or potentially
And see,
dead
that's the thing
children.
is, like, fair. I mean, like, why say that, not just say, like, you guys were bad? Like, if you're gonna build up to that, I want, like, the shittiest excuse from a villain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not, yeah.
I want Dr. Evil level shitty villain.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I kind of just want to say, fuck, she really did pull a dead man in and out of. She tried to get the kids to take cyanide pills. So that's cute. That's real cute.
Also, why did
not? I mean,
also,
that would
why
have
was
been.
there cyanide still in their garage from the Battle of Nuremberg?
And are they still effective? Is the question. Well, I mean, to be fair, it's the '70s, so it wasn't that too far off. But I don't think cyanide pills keep. Hold on, I'm
I
gonna
don't
Google
even
this.
know, but the real question is, why in the world do you keep that as memorabilia?
It's called trauma. Oh, and it's okay. I'm not gonna say the word, but I looked up how long do cyanide pills keep their potency. The first thing that pops up is a Wikipedia article for Sluerslide pill.
Excellent.
I'm not saying it. I don't want to get in trouble. So that's cute. Does cyanide expire? So it wouldn't even work because hydrogen cyanide, at least in the atmosphere, is about 1 to 5 years. Okay. Anyway, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole right now.
No.
But it was a pretty two fast issues. Again, miniseries don't.
They don't necessarily allow you to develop the same way you would develop the bigger characters.
Like an ongoing series. So I will just say that, like, they're trying to accomplish. It's kind of what Once and Future was doing before they got picked up to be an ongoing series. It's very fast paced. They're trying to do a little too much, in my opinion, with backstory on characters that they can't fully flesh out. My thing that I would like to see with Boom and the miniseries they commission is for the writers, don't minimal backstory on characters, just tell your story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just tell your story. And if you get picked up, then go into backstory, because you're not going to be able to accomplish that backstory in 4 to 6 issues.
No, absolutely not. Some of the miniseries feel like they're looking to be picked up for a longer series, but then you got other ones that are looking at rushing a story out because they think they're going to get canceled fast.
Yeah. I mean, again, Once and Future did a really great job of trying to do what they wanted to do in 6 issues before they got picked up. I will give them that. Like, that was a really good display of, we know what we want to tell, let's just get it told. That was done really well.
You got their backstories immediately, too.
Yeah, like, the first issue was like, I don't care. Let's just get it out of the way.
And then it just felt like the whole thing was a backstory the rest of the way, but a consistent trickling in here and there.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
So.
All right, so
that's like the one weakness with Boom.
But let's end this one. I'm done with this. They're not friends anymore. Nobody's friends at the end of.
Yeah, they're not friends. Like, they had really petty drama of, like, money, and then someone like August and Riley are like over here being typical like school age girls with a crush. The same guy they like.
Yeah, fuck them.
Riley's like, yeah, she's a lesbian, and then Riley's like, why did you say I'm a lesbian? I'm not a lesbian. Shit like that. And we have the knowledge that the landlady is going to kill Bruce and Bobby. So that's kind of what happens there. This is just a big old TLDR because honestly, Marvel kind of came through and they have stirred the waters. So if you are interested in Proctor Valley Road, issue 5, the final issue, will be out on July 21st. And again, it's through Boom Studios. And as we say with all Boom series, either put it on your subscription box 2 weeks in advance or pre-order on their website. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. So next we have, and I was really excited for it, the United States of Captain America. It was written by Christopher Cantwell, and
Wait.
hold on.
We need a preface that there's two
I was gonna
stories.
do that, bro. Chill.
Sorry, continue.
And Dale Eagleson, they were on the first story, since you so eloquently interrupted me to tell me that.
I'm
You brought
sorry.
too many, and then tracks was Josh Trillo and Jan Bazula. I can't pronounce that name. Was the artist on it? This is Marvel Comics, obviously. It's Captain America, and so we had the first full introduction to Aaron Fisher. His first cameo appearance was in DC Voices from the Pride Month issue. You look like you got something to say.
I'm gonna just be straight up with you, homie. I've never been a big Captain America fan. I honestly, it's really the fanboys that put me away from it. But I've never really liked Steve's character. Never really appealed to me. But like, I actually kind of like this.
Interesting.
I mean, Aaron. I mean, I like Sam, and I really liked Aaron. Which, yeah, I'm gonna let you go off on this one.
Before I even get into Aaron Fisher or Sam or any of that other stuff, the biggest part of this comic, and some of it hit close to home because we were in this fight on TikTok. You see Captain America go through this whole crisis of person at the beginning of this issue, and he's understanding that he is a symbol. He's questioning whether he's still that symbol for good or if he's dividing people more because people are turning him as a symbol into a symbol to fit their agenda. And we went through.
I found like.
Go ahead.
I mean, he had a whole inner monologue in the first couple of pages about how America has two dreams. The dream that we make every day for our own personal goals, and the dream as, what was it quoted as?
The white picket fences fallacy.
White picket fence fallacy that ultimately comes nationalism or jingoism. And for those that are unfamiliar with the term jingoism, I will admit to say it's the first time I've ever heard that term. Google search. It's quoted as extreme patriotism, especially in the form of aggressive or warlike foreign policy, end quote. Continue.
So we have Captain America going in this direction, thinking that he's dividing people. Steve Rogers is coming to terms with he doesn't know if his way is the right way anymore, if he still is that symbol of hope for people in the community. And we saw it personally unfold in front of us on the internet this past year where some dude used Captain America and other characters to spew hatred for months. And really glad that seems to be over right now. But it's something that is... There's always that parallel between, especially Captain America, and real life. Captain America was a comic book that was written so like the best way to describe it's like America's here. Captain America is where America should be as a country. His very first issue was written before the war, before we were in World War II, and it was punching Hitler in the face.
Which I guess we can also note that I believe that some of the original writers were Jewish.
Yeah, yeah. I think they all were. Um, so Captain America is always going to be, at, or always should be, one of those things that reflects our country now and changing with the times. And what you're getting out of Steve Rogers now is you are catching a man, but you're catching Steve Rogers like he's feeling like he's displaced in time again. And that's the Steve Rogers I like. Because he's questioning what he was raised to think, and he's questioning all these other things, and he's questioning if he's a symbol of hope. But what were you going to say?
I think what I really liked about this, because again, I've never liked Captain America, but what made me like really latch onto this series right off the bat is just the fact that it's very
Yep.
self-aware. It's very self-aware to our current political and socio-economical issues. It's aware of the injustices faced every single day in our country. It's it's kind of just taking a step back and acknowledging that what was supposed to be a symbol of hope and what was supposed to show us we can do better ended up turning into kind of a Punisher situation. And I I actually really like that. And I mean besides what you are on with what's happening with you on TikTok within that circle. I'm on a completely different circle of comic TikTok, but I saw so many people angry that they're being too political.
Cap-
Homie,
so,
that's the whole point of it. And that's what I like is it's actually started bringing back the conversation
yes.
of making you think. It's there to make you think. It's opening up those conversations, making people ask the hard questions that they need to be asking themselves. And that's what I really like because I like again I learned a new word. I learned a whole new thing that I want to go Google now. And I sat there asking myself questions that I had never asked before. And that's what I really liked about it overall is it gets you thinking. It really does.
So I was in my comic book store today, and I was at the checkout. One of the regular customers came in, and he asked the dude behind the counter. He goes, "Yo, what's up with this new Captain America run? It made the news. What's going on with it?" So I had, so he didn't know. He didn't read it yet. The guy that was doing my stuff wasn't going to answer, and I rambled off about it for like 5 minutes, um, because it was on Fox News, and
Of
here's a
course it was.
headline: Fox News is shocked Captain America, longtime Nazi puncher, is political. Um, that
Read that and read that again
Fox
slow.
News is shocked Captain America, longtime Nazi puncher, is political. That is the article he pulled up for me when I was in the comic book store. So I took a picture of it. I didn't read the article, admittedly, but that is the one that
I,
he pulled up for me, and I did not know what to say about that. Oh, shit.
uh,
Dean Cain slam. Yo,
as
fuck Dean Cain. Dean Cain slams Marvel for new woke Captain America comic. Fuck. Worst.
as if punching a Nazi isn't a political statement in and of
Like I said,
itself.
Captain America is and always should be a picture of what America can be and how we can progress forward. It is always going to be a political comic, um, and it's that should never change. I felt like it changed for a little while there. It got a little wild, but uh,
I mean, early 2000s.
I don't want to talk about
But
that.
I mean, also, let it just be said comics have always been political. Comics have always tried to address what's going on outside our windows, as Stan Lee once said. It's it'll always be political if you like it or not. And sometimes, like, I mean, again, I bring up the Punisher because the Punisher was co-opted by bootlickers, and a bunch of like the original writers have said he's literally tried to kill cops. What?
the The
So
Punisher has they addressed that well in the comics for the Punisher. It
Yeah,
was
I mean,
addressed by
it
Marvel. It was addressed in the comics that you are here to uphold the law. You should not do what I do.
exactly. So like they've always been political. If it's Marvel, if it's DC, if it's indie comics,
Mm-hmm.
if it's the indie big three, they will always be political.
Yep.
And that stems back to the creation of cartoons and political commentary and how they blended together so seamlessly. It'll always be political if you like it or not. And those political opinions may not be to your liking, but if they get you thinking, then maybe ask the questions yourself.
Yes. But
But
moving on.
enough of our
So going
rambling.
back to Captain America here and his, I guess, crisis of person, not knowing if he is still that dude, the symbol of hope, or a symbol of division and hatred. He gets jumped by some dude dressed as Captain America. We still don't know who he is. Super fast though. Uh,
Barry Allen looking ass.
that's when he called. It looked like he was wearing pirate boots, but that's besides the point. So then he calls Sam. They go looking for this guy, and there is a train crash that happens because of it. I'm skipping all that stuff because I want to get to the next stuff. Um,
It's good. It's so good.
so he sees somebody with something that looks like his Captain America shield, which I'm 50% sure is a garbage can lid, but I'm fine with that. Um, and he tackles this dude that's holding his Captain America shield and dressed like Captain America, and he starts talking to him, and it is Aaron Fisher, the Captain America of the railways. Um,
Can I just say this is my so I didn't read the Pride stuff for this year. I've just been way too busy. I didn't even get to read I'm still angry. I didn't get a hold of the Nightwing Pride cover, and I'm going to die mad about that. I digress. I didn't get a chance to read anything Pride, but so this is like my first introduction to Aaron Fisher. Holy shit, I love him. I love him so
he's a
much.
really
He's so
he's a well done character, and
he really
but that
is.
brings us back to Steve understanding that he is still that symbol of hope for people, and that it's not just him that's that symbol of hope. There's a whole underground network of Captain Americas around the country trying to better their communities, and they're using the Captain America symbols as that sign of hope, as you see in the second story in this with Aaron. And
I just
go ahead, go ahead.
I I think something really cool about it is like so like I mean I we will discuss, you know, Aaron in that second story that really puts him in the spotlight, but like something I really love about him is like he is tough as shit.
Yeah.
Homeboy, so like they got an assassin. So they got some motherfucking Barry Allen wannabe running around with Steve Shield. They got an assassin trying to kill Aaron for some unknown fucking reason. Like they didn't even go for Steve,
Nope.
and I'm like, huh, what? Um, and so I'm over here like, huh. And he's just like, yeah, I got shot. Let's go. Let's go.
And I have a theory why they're not going specifically for Steve. And I think it's because
Do tell.
so this group of Captain Americas, this underground group of Captain Americas, are bringing hope to their own communities, and they are on that ground level. They aren't off fighting fucking aliens. They're not punching Thanos in the face. They're not doing all that stuff. They are in the community. They
Everyday
are part
guys.
of the community, and they are trying to make it better for them, their families, and their friends. And it kind of started to later. You see that conversation between Sam and Steve, and you see he's almost excited to be Captain America again, which is
I thought that
good.
was really, yeah. It like it I haven't said this in a while, but it really like even that I know it's going to be here for a few issues, but like that beginning to that ending of that one story just felt so rounded and really nicely done. I'm gonna give them that. Like I felt satisfied at that ending, and I actually want to come back for issue
Yeah.
2. Like it was a very satisfying conclusion to see him just like him realizing that what he's done has inspired people, and him getting inspired by the everyday guy out there trying to make a difference in his own community. Like that, I really love that.
Yeah,
You
and it looks
know,
like we're gonna get Sam as Captain America too, hunting down more Captain Americas.
yeah.
So we're
I mean, he was talking about like 50 Captain Americas because he's counting himself as 49.
yeah,
But yeah,
it's
no, it was really well
it was
done.
a great way to tell the story. It was a great way to start the commentary. Obviously, people are upset at it, um, but those people are fucking idiots. With all due respect, I hear your opinion, but it's wrong. Um,
Pretty much.
so, moving
Pretty
on to the
much.
second story, we see it's all Aaron Fisher and how he became
He
Captain America of the Railways.
I okay. So, coming from someone who is queer
Mm-hmm.
themselves, I really like connected to him. And again, this was my first introduction to him. So like to kind of get like more of his backstory, I was like, "Oh, holy shit."
Yeah,
He's my comfort character.
yeah, dude.
But like he his motives were honestly like there. Like it wasn't some stupid shitty like, "Oh, well, like my mom died. I'm gonna keep referencing the Flash tonight just
Yeah,
because
the Flash is on the mind.
I have to. That guy was thick and he could run. And there goes. Are you? This is to my coworkers. There you go. There's a
Bingo.
bingo. Uh, um, but I mean, he's over here running like Barry Allen, so I'm just over here. I forgot what I was saying. I digress. I just like the fact that like we get to see just a regular person, like you were saying,
No super.
and like he's a young
Yeah,
adult, he's gay, and he's homeless, and it like his whole story was about the gentrification problem in what was it, New Mexico, before he was like in New
I think
York.
so. And
Yeah, so like and that's God, this comic really came for people's feelings and I love it. So
and they
they along with
no, and they
sorry.
took they're taking people. They're physically taking people and putting them in camps. That
Right. So I was gonna say this. So along with tackling like nationalism and the white picket fence fallacy, they're really coming for people with the topic of gentrification and how it affects the homeless, low income
yep.
families, the BIPOC community, and how it takes away a group from their home and just wipes away what they've started to make it appealing to white people. Like, I love that they're opening up this conversation. It's what we kind of needed to see.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I'm
No, you're
sorry.
good. It was just really well done. I don't even know.
Like, how many times are we gonna
I
say that
know.
tonight? Like,
It's. I don't even know where to start. But when he finds his
okay,
garbage
so
can lid, and he says he's gonna get at it. He's gonna get everybody out of there and start a mini revolution. He started a mini revolution in there and got people out into a safer environment. Now he just
and I don't know if because I don't recap comics, but Roxxon, those are the big baddies.
yeah, they're
And they're out here napping up homeless teens and
corporate
adults.
America. They're in less. Was reading Agent of Asgard a couple weeks ago, and somebody mentioned Roxxon and their speed dating, and that they only killed 4 or 5 kids by accident.
on accident. Like, okay, no, it's like it's just like walking up, like, hey, so boss, we got an issue. What's the issue? You see, 4 kids showed up dead. What do you mean 4 kids showed up dead? Oh shit, it's stuck in my jeans. Hold on, not my jeans, my fucking shorts. Okay, as you were saying.
But this,
I think my camera's right there. What am I doing?
but they ended this well too, and I would love to see more of Aaron Fisher.
And honestly, for me, I want to know. I mean, I'm gonna just mention this. Mention it when I get to the fucking it seems like the goal of this series is to highlight the different communities who have taken on the Captain America mantle. And it seems like we're going to get some great representation with this. And with how it's going already, I can say I already love that. I want to know what Roxxon has planned, especially since 4 children just casually show up dead.
I think it's a pharmaceutical company.
That's always a pharmaceutical company. But I also wanted to bring this up. So whenever we talk Way of X, there's always those little like diary entries from Kurt. This one has a captain's network. That's what they're calling it. And it's like spottings of these community caps. And they've kind of like compiled all the information they have on Aaron. And so the data on him is teen runaway who fights to protect rail riders. Hold on, I read that wrong. Rail riders and queer runaways like himself. Am I reading that right? Champions the unhoused and destitute. And then they have a note from Sam which says, the kid's hard to track down. He stays on the move, going wherever he's needed most, and doesn't leave much of a trail. Hopefully that'll keep him safe from whoever's looking for him. And the note from Steve is, he looks like he blow away in a strong breeze, but he's a scrapper, took that gunshot at Champ. Just hope he's not in over his head. And the coolest part about the Captain's Network is you can email them or email them or tweet. Hold on. And tweet using the hashtags US of Cap or US of Cap and OK to print. And it's just like a tip hotline from what I'm understanding. And I think that's like the coolest thing. It makes the story more interactive to the readers. So that's something to look forward to in issue 2.
Absolutely. This was one of my one of the things I was looking most forward to for the past couple months coming out, and it did not disappoint.
I'm honestly really glad you asked today, like last minute after I compiled my notes for Robin.
Nothing happened to Robin. Fuck Robin. He fought Hawk. He fought Connor Hawk. Cool.
What?
Like nothing. In Robin? That's
it.
No,
sorry.
Nothing happened.
I was like halfway through reading it, and you're just like, hey, and I'm like, fine. But I'm glad you did, because this was better. I loved it. So much better. I mean, what? Robin's gonna be there. He'll be there next month. We'll get to it. The
internet exploded with this one. With a bunch of bullshit too. But like I said, this is
not surprised.
We saw this unfold in the cosplay community on TikTok, real time, with one person, and it was just a bunch of bullshit. He weaponized characters to, for fuck's sake, he made a Christian Quicksilver hashtag. Bro.
Okay, enough of that. So
that's besides the point. But
besides the point. I'm gonna cut you off there because we're not starting drama on our podcast.
Changed my collector's corner. FYI.
Okay, hold on. Let me finish this out real quick. Issue 2 comes out on July 28th, and it's through Marvel Comics. With such an explosive issue 1, this is one series I will definitely say to read. Just because if it's got this much reception on all sides, all spectrums, it's probably something you need to be reading. I'm saying you need to be reading it. He's saying you need to be reading it. Go read it.
Yeah, no, for sure. All right.
Okay, take it away.
Corner. I changed in the middle because I forgot Black Widow comes out this week. I got my Disney app on my phone reminded me that it comes out on
Disney.
the 9th for to get it early on my TV and shit. But that's besides the point.
Wait, you're just gonna read comics on your TV? How does that work?
No, the movie.
Oh, yeah. I was over here like, how do you? Duh, the movie
comes
out.
There we go.
I've been getting ads for it like for this entire week from on Hulu to fucking YouTube, and I'm like, okay, it's coming out.
So, but I got I think the Uncanny X-Men number 268 from September of 1990. I have this. I have it framed. I really like the cover. It's a Jim Lee cover. It's Captain America, Wolverine, and Black Widow. And they revealed that they all knew each other during World War II, which makes Black Widow super fucking old. In this comic.
Am I just not finding the right cover?
Which, do you want me to send it to you?
Yeah, because I want to see this now. Bro, there's so many fucking covers of X-Men that sometimes I legitimately forget what they look like half the time. I put it in what you just said.
There we go. I just sent it.
I digress. Continue. Continue. Oh, shit.
I absolutely love the Uncanny X-Men. They were one of the first series that I read growing up. I picked them up later because I was only 5 when this came out.
You were how
old? I was only 5 when this came out. I know, right? Old. But
old ass.
It's a fun. All those older X-Men comics are fun. You can get this on Comixology if you want to read it. I reckon that I bought this specifically because of the cover art. But that's my collector's corner for the week. I normally have 2, but I only have 1 this week, and that's the one.
You always have 2, and I always have 1 that I ramble about, so it buffs out.
There we go. What are your picks for next week? Oh God! See, a new run of X-Men came out.
Hold on.
That's what I want to talk about real quick. I didn't read it yet, but yeah.
Okay, go ahead. This will give me time to look at.
So.
Everything I need to look at.
It's the first look at the team of X-Men from what's the name of their fucking island? Krakoa?
Yeah, I see it on here. X-Men number 1 with is that fucking Scott on the cover?
I believe so. Marvel Girl.
Yeah, Marvel Girls.
And don't forget
Sunfire, Rogue, Wolverine.
And don't forget Biden's Titans came out this week. Moving on. Do you not remember me going off about that last week? All right.
Oh God. Oh.
I'm done here now.
Oh God, I hate it here. For me, Jesus Christ. James, I can never pronounce his name, and I'm so sorry. James Tynion. He's doing a series for DC's Black Label called The Nice House on the Lake. I have yet to check out book 1, but book 2 is out, and I want to read it when I get time. Honestly, it's just been really busy lately. Children of the Atom number 5.
Okay.
Bro, no one I have met has liked Children of the Atom. It's kind of like that Rick arc. Just drop it. No one likes it.
Dude, it's fucking awful.
Awful, absolutely awful. Let's see. I'm looking for the Basilisk number 2 is out. I need to go to pick that up.
Got that today.
Rub it in, why don't you? Crush and Lobo is also here. I'm still a bit mixed on that one, but I'm looking at. I honestly like nothing has really been like interesting me lately, which is why I've been like. Eh. But then again, I've like spent majority of this week reading Sweet Tooth because I just finished book 5. I'm almost finished with it. So
Nice.
For like the week of this release, I haven't seen much that's interesting me. So I would pass it on to you for the week of the 7th.
This week we had a big pull list this week.
How did you have a big pull list this week? There was nothing that came out.
I don't know.
Well, besides a couple
bigger
things.
than normal. I got X-Men 1. I got Captain America number 30 because I like the cover art. Green Lantern number 4, Suicide Squad number 5, Fuck Children of the Atom, Basilisk number 2, Crush and Lobo. Even though I hate Batman and he's a piece of shit, I got The Signal. I like other Batman.
Isn't that Duke Thomas?
It is. I like other characters in the Batman universe. But
yeah, I think we've talked about this multiple times. We like everyone else besides Bruce.
I just needed to take that moment to say fuck Batman. There is a lot of TikTok arguments going on about Batman right now. And one of the big ones is if you don't like Bruce Wayne for not killing his villains, you can't like Peter Parker for not killing his. But
honestly, I don't really care about that.
I don't care about that either, but it goes back to you can't compare. Let's say, I think the comparisons they were trying to make was between Kingpin and the Joker. You can't compare the two. Kingpin only kills when he needs to kill people. He doesn't go on a complete... He doesn't blow up fucking orphanages filled with children in the basement like the Joker has.
Also, just, like, let's let it be said that, like, I'm saying pretty sure, because I have memory loss and I don't want to spew inaccuracies, but I'm pretty sure there was an issue back in the day, and I say back in the day before, like, we were in existence and a thought, where they tried to kill the Joker, and he ended up coming back to life regardless.
Yeah, they killed him. I think
so, like, there's...
Batman, like, shot him or some shit. It was old. It was, like, his first...
It was the death penalty.
It was, like, the first appearance of the Joker, too. But back to my pull list for this week. There's more. Magic the Gathering, number 4. Out of Body, number 2, which is fun. It's all trippy. And
I need to read that. I have, like, I've seen, like, the conversation about it on, the feed every time I open up League of Comic Geeks. Everyone talking about it. I need to, like, take some time to read that.
It's pretty good. Man, I think that was it. I did not get Binding Titans, everybody.
Sad. If you know what, we're gonna, like, I'll put my Cash App down below, have people send me $1 each, and we'll get you a copy.
Yes.
Hashtag get Clyde, what is it? Get Clyde Biden's Titans. There we go.
Yeah.
So for the week of the 14th, why does the Joker have his own comic, and why does he look like fucking Hannibal Lecter? I don't like the Joker. I'm gonna just put that out there right now. I don't. When he's wrote well, he's good, but that's very, very fucking rarely, and I don't like him.
I don't.
I digress. Rorschach, number 10.
You got it this time.
I've been getting it this time.
I know.
I've been getting last like 3 or 4 weeks. I haven't messed up.
No, you've been good.
You're just gonna point it out every time. Okay, I gotcha. So Rorschach, Way of X. I have yet to start it, but the cover was really appealing to me. Die number 18. Kieran Gillen and Stephanie Hans is on it, and it's through Image. It looks really good, and it's like a Once Upon a Time thing. So like I am super intrigued by it. I I need to remind myself to read Die. I'm mildly intrigued by X-Core just because it was recommended to me by my comic guy, but also the covers are very reminiscent of Grant Morrison's The Filth.
It's pretty good.
I know you don't have time, but sometime we need to show our viewers the covers of The Filth because they are absolutely gorgeous, though they are a bit more R-rated, I will say that much. But yeah, very reminiscent of The Filth, which is why I like it. I want to read it. Gotham #3. This one looks interesting. The Silver Coin. Yeah, it's a lot of indie that's intriguing me lately. American Vampire American Vampire 1976 #10 is out the 13th. Yeah, it's DC. Yeah, it's mostly just indie that's got me this week. I'm not even gonna lie. White Widow through Absolute Comics Group. Just look at that cover and yeah.
Spider-Man?
This one sounds right. This one sounds interesting. Man-Eaters the Cursed. It's through Image Comics. Oh, it's like a whole thing. It had its own series. I kind of want to read that. So like, there we go. See, look at me. I need to like fucking do this ahead of time so we're not sitting here last minute. There is so much stacked up for the 14th, like the week of the 14th. Holy fucking shit. There's a vampire comic, and I'm not even gonna go into my vampire tangent, but vampires. Anyway, that's all I got.
The reprint of The Boys is coming out.
Oh shit.
That's fun.
For the 14th?
Is it a reprint?
Is it? Well, I don't even see what you're talking about.
The Boys. Sure.
No, I know. Like I know. Oh, also the lot.
It'll be fun.
Wasn't it like? Oh my god! So wasn't it? Didn't they get on like what 2 or? I know they were like Wildstorm, but then like also like Dynamite Comics. Yep. Didn't they like? Because I know like halfway through they kind of like got shifted to a different publisher.
Yeah. At some point.
Nightmare.
I'm not sure when, but they did.
Absolute nightmare.
Bro, how?
I don't.
So I clicked on it. And how?
Oh, is it for Free Comic Book Day?
I don't know, but how are you not gonna have a picture of a character that's fucking drawn? It's not like you can't find a photo of him. They don't have a picture of
I
A-Train.
see it.
What the fuck?
July 14th, 2021.
Yep. Nonsense.
Okay, it's a pretty cool cover though. His hips look a bit. His hips.
He looks Johnny Bravo-y. But our hour's up. I gotta go watch Loki.
Oh shit! See, I am behind on Loki, just because I've been busy. All right. So here's the deal. Bingo. If you want to play along with Bingo, since I have now found out what the blank space is. The blank space is going to be the soft hum of Cly's 3D printer. That's your free space. Have fun with the topics. Everyone has their own different ones. With that said, it's Cly. Clybern.
No.
Not Clive.
It's
not Clive.
It's Klybern.
Did I say C?
Yup.
K. It's K. I totally said K. Anyway, it's Clyburn, not Clive. That's an indirect. Where can they find us?
I'm on TikTok at Clyburn. I'm on Instagram at ACR Prop Shop. And you can go to acrpropshop.com and find me.
Pretty swag. For me, you can find me on TikTok as DJ Spooky Ty. And you can find me here on YouTube as Storytime with Ty. As always, our YouTube channels are linked to this account. Anything else?
That is it. That's a wrap.
All right, then. We will see everyone next week. I don't know what's on for next week, and I'm too tired to care.
Fair enough. All right, I'll see you later.
All right, have a
You
good
too.
one.
Bye.
Night.